right, guys, to me, nothing quite says Valentine's Day like the perfect wine for you and your Valentine. That's why we're so happy to welcome back Kyle Schlachter from the Colorado Wine Industry Development Board. Kyle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Okay, so like I said, wine is totally my go-to when it comes to Valentine's Day. This is so great. And we're going to go a little rogue today with the Mead, I hear.
A little different, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so tell us what makes Mead wine different from any other wine.
So Mead is also called honey wine.
Okay.
So it's just wine made from honey. Traditional wine is made from grapes. We got some grapes laying around here.
Yes.
But Mead is made from honey.
Okay.
So you mix honey, dilute it with some water, add yeast, and ferments and makes wine.
Interesting. Okay, so then in terms of taste, this is a little bit more sweet, I'm assuming?
It can be, but it also can be dry. We have the first wine here is actually very dry. Oh. And so it smells like honey, it tastes like honey, but it's very, very dry.
Okay.
There's no sugar in it, even though it's got that honey flavor.
Okay, so I love this idea of honey for your honey, right? This is kind of what we're going for. So how do we know what kind of mead is good for maybe a special Valentine's meal? Are there things that go well with different pairings, stuff like that?
Mead is very diverse. We can have very dry mead, you can have sweet mead. It's made from different types of honey. It can be made from orange blossom honey or wildflower honey is this first one here.
Okay.
You can mix it with spices or fruits or different things. It's a very diverse product.
Excellent.
It's fun to just try different things here. So we've got two different wines here that are very different.
Okay, so let's talk about these two wines we have here, and let's you know me, let's
we'll have a taste.
Yeah.
So we have about 160 wineries in Colorado. 10% of them are mead specific. So we got about 16 meaderies in Colorado here.
Okay.
First one is Slaymaker Cellars. They're up in Idaho Springs, and they were part of the 2022 Governor's Cup collection that we do for our wine competition. And this is their dry, traditional wildflower honey.
Okay, and that's this guy here?
It's this one here. So it smells like honey, but if you taste it, it's not sweet.
No.
So good. It could be a good replacement for a white wine.
Yes.
It's got that interesting kind of honey kind of texture and flavor to it.
Yes, I really like this actually too. See, this is something I would have with my salmon on Valentine's Day. What else do we have here?
So Redstone Meadery also does lots of different honeys. This is a different type of honey. This is Tupelo honey, but we have Meadery of the Rockies here, and this is a unique one. They call it the chocolate cherry honey wine.
Oh, wow.
And so they mix it with chocolate and cherry, so it's like dessert in a glass.
Yeah, talk about Valentine's Day. That's perfect.
Yeah, so this is a great wine.
Chocolate cherry, okay.
Good kind of dessert. This is going to be a lot sweeter than that first one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
You can taste the chocolate and the cherry in that wine, I have to say.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that is really, really impressive. Now, you did mention, too, that one of these here was the winner of the Governor's Cup. So this is something that we can see all across the board when it comes to mead, too, along with other wines.
Yeah, actually, all three of these wines here were in various Governor's Cup collections. This was this year.
Yeah.
This was the previous year, and this was a couple years ago. So I mean, mead is a product that's really known in Colorado here and makes really good wine.
Why do you think Colorado is such a great place to make something like mead?
Well, I think we have lots of local honey, local bee hives, and I think people that like to experiment, try different things, and mead is kind of this pushing the edge with mixing things. This is a passion fruit mead.
Wow.
You know, the chocolate cherries. You don't see that with traditional wine necessarily, but having this kind of innovative thought process with making the wine, and I think that's what here in Colorado, that's what people do well.
Excellent. Okay, well, obviously you are also an expert taster when it comes to these wines, Kyle. Can you tell us a little bit, give us maybe a tip or two of how to properly taste a wine like this? This is something that we can mess around with.
The most important thing is, experiment and drink what you like. And so when you taste wine, you look at it, look at the color, see if it's appealing to you.
Yeah.
And you smell it, put your nose in there and sniff it, and you kind of get the flavor. You can smell that honey and some other thing in it, and then you taste it and swirl it around your mouth. And it coats your tongue, coats your whole mouth, and you get that texture. You kind of think about things that you can relate to it. So you got to get that honey to it. There's a little spice to this, almost a little bit.
There is, yes, I taste that too. And can we find all of these wines in various places across Colorado? Yeah,
the best thing would be to go to coloradowine.com and look at the profiles for each of the wineries or meaderies, and then go to their websites, and they will have the very specific locations you can buy them. I believe all three of these are found at various retailers here in the metro area.
Excellent. Okay, well, I have an idea for all of you guys at home. Definitely get a few of these wines for Valentine's Day and maybe do some tasting.
Yes, definitely.
Kyle, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Yes, this is so great. All right, guys, you heard it. Check out local mead wines at stores near you by heading to coloradowine.com. You can also make sure to ask for Colorado wine at your local liquor store or your favorite local restaurants. Please drink responsibly. We'll be right back.